Monday. We got 3 trucks running up to Lincoln Land. And we're gonna bring the, we got 4 trucks running up to Lincoln Land. We got 2 we're gonna bring in the shop and start working on. What are you doing to this old gal?
Right now, changing the fuel tank vents. They're a check valve, of course, so fuel can't spill out, but they're not opening, so the fuel is not getting distributed properly. And you got to change it every day. Change it, fill it every day.
Yeah, we've ran this thing out of fuel when we weren't out of fuel before, haven't we?
Yeah, they don't.
Well, not us,
No.
but some people.
Some people. We don't want to mention their names.
Yeah.
Some people.
Just make it clear that our names aren't those names that aren't being mentioned.
And the gauge is not right, so that don't help either.
No, it's, yeah, can't blame nobody on that. Morse is doing the fuel. I'm changing the headlights. Old, new, old, new.
LED.
LED, yeah.
See what that does.
The old ones weren't very bright. I get brighted more in my pickup truck with the dims on than you get brighted in that thing with the brights on.
What? Well, let off all the way. Are you letting off all the way?
What are we doing? What are we doing with this?
Adjusting the clutch.
Adjusting the clutch.
They need some of the linkage adjusted.
We'll press it down. All right. Let up.
See, they got that much free power.
Well, that's all in the. That's all playing the fork between the fork and the throwout bearing.
There's no.
Sounds confusing. I'm going back to the headlights. That's easy.
You see any difference?
If you look real hard with your eyes closed, you can even see it. Put new brakes on her, changing the oil. What'd you find when you popped the hood open?
There's a belt shredded.
The belt shredded.
Alternator's junk.
Alternator's junk.
Put the new alternator on. Bearings were out of the old one. It
Looks
must
new.
have just happened because I would have run real long without the alternator because I ain't gonna be putting any juice in the batteries.
Is now the time to start cussing truck drivers and turning the shop guys against the truck guys?
I don't know.
I want to create a war.
I guess we could, but probably better not.
Why not? Everybody else is doing it in the country. One gone. We just keep tearing this one apart. Farther and farther. Deeper. And deeper. Look good, Layton. Keep it up. Shop foreman, they have any idea what they're doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to decide that.
Change the oil, change the brakes, change the wheel seals, adjust the clutch, new alternator, new belt. What'd you do to this door? Didn't you do adjustment on this door?
Yeah, explain it, Morse, what you did.
Well, we put on some normally open and normally closed switches here, and put on limit switches top and bottom, so we don't have to stand here and hold a button. I know that ain't much, but if you're bringing a combine in and you got to open it and then go get the tool, it gets chilly in here.
And your thumb hurts.
Yeah.
Show him how to work it now.
Oh yeah, it's tough. You got to turn the button
Oh yeah.
and it'll open and shut off. Then you can close it. You can look back on the video if you forget how that works.
Instructional.
Yes.
Tuesday. Shop was full yesterday with guys and trucks. And back empty today. As you saw, we got some stuff fixed and all back on the road again. So 6 trucks going again, and then David is digging some ditches with the track hoe, cleaning them out. We had quite a bit of rain, well, not a lot of rain, but a lot of rain off and on over the past several days, so it was a little wet to push out terraces. So I did a bunch of office and computer work this morning, and then pretty decent day. It's 40 degrees and sunny, so I'm gonna go wash the QuadTrac because it needs a bath real bad. I won't get it done because it's already, oh, it's a little after 12, but I'll at least get started on it. Tell you, I am happy that Morse rigged up these doors, these Icon doors, which I think they're out of business now. These switches and sensors, so I don't have to sit there and hold it. It just does it itself. Yeah, I know we're spoiled. Well, would you looky there? Somebody had already washed it, and I didn't even know it. I imagine it was probably Eli, so good job, Eli. So this one here is not as dirty. We'll wash it up. That way these two will be clean, and then I think the one in Indiana, it's still dirty. We'll go get it later and wash it, but be 2 down, 1 to go, and the green one got traded in for a red row crop, so if it's not here, it's definitely not washed. 2 combines we got left. 9250. 9240, they've already been washed. So, getting down, not many left. Helps when you trade a bunch in, not there's much to wash that way. That one started. We'll start the other one so we can run it out of our way. Then we'll just leave the new speed tiller hooked up to it. Well, first things first, pry bar. One thing I don't like about the Case IH tracks, I wish these could be covered somehow, you know, kind of like the John Deere ones are. Because you got to come in with a pry bar and just punch them out of there, kind of like chisel them out of there. Do that, get all these spots like here with the pry bar. Then I'll switch to the air. Then we'll wash it. These tracks are the older type tracks of Case IH. The actual track part, I think I prefer the Deere. The actual tractor, I think I prefer the Case. But the best tracks that I've seen or heard of are coming on the new combine that's coming in this March, the 9250. But we're not allowed to talk about that, or so I'm told. But when it comes in, we'll talk to you about it. And we'll show you the differences then. And now we're finally able to wash. I've only got 45 minutes of wash I could do before I gotta leave, because I take a bunch of Illinois guys to Indiana to play basketball, because you can't play basketball in Illinois. Nobody in the school can take them, but it's not affiliated with the school. Gotta make that clear. It's definitely not affiliated with the school at all. Anyway, so I'm gonna leave a little early, so I definitely won't get that done. I'll get done what I can, and I'll put this on my fancy GoPro stand here. This tractor that we call the Bullet. If you don't know why we call this tractor the Bullet, because of this bullet hole. If you want to hear the story about a guy getting shot at who was driving this, and the guy shooting at him is now in jail for 30 years attempted murder, be sure to check out Cornfield Combat. Well, about time. Unhooking the washer, gonna run it back in the shop because it's supposed to be down in the 20s tonight. And also run this back in to the shed we call the monster shed because it's huge, at least for us. 280 feet by 80 feet. Got a good start on her. I didn't even get done what I call the pre-wash, which is hot water. Go over that once. Haven't even got quite done with this side. I haven't even got started on the other side. Do that once with hot water, then I'll do it with hot water and soap, and then just water. But save that for another day. Who knows when? Never know what I'm going to be doing. One of my favorite parts about farming. You get tired of doing something, then it's time to do something else. You know, if I ever back into something while holding a GoPro in one hand, I feel like a real idiot. Let's hope that doesn't happen. It's a brand new speed tiller there. I cannot remember what episode that came in on. It was on Christmas Eve though. I think they would put a bow on it for us, but they didn't. Demoed one this fall, liked it. Decided to get two of them. Traded in 2 green ones for 2 red ones. Hopefully we like how they do in the spring. Surely we will. On the Wednesday. YouTubers yesterday that you just never know what you're going to be doing the next day.
Never know.
Today we find ourselves in Indiana. What are we doing, David? What are we doing?
Well, the truck drivers always call us when stuff breaks.
They call you.
Call me.
Sucks to be you, man.
Yeah, I always answer the phone.
That's your problem. You don't answer, they quit calling.
That's true. Could do that. Well, we definitely got something sheared. Well, I'm pretty sure it's twisted off here at the end.
I don't look right.
That's not good. That's gotta be broke just right inside here. Twisted off. Just about positive of that. But we're gonna find out. A couple more bolts off. Set the motor out of the way. We'll pull it off there and see what happens.
Dr. Dave, what's your diagnosis?
Shaft's broken too. Right. See that there? Shaft comes in from the pulley.
Very end.
Yep. And then the rest of it's right there.
It's broke.
It's broken.
At least it's just a little piece on the end. It says something way under the floor.
Yeah, we're gonna assume everything in the bin still works.
You just want to crank that all out
Yeah,
by
just
hand
do it
till it's
by
empty.
hand.
Just
Yep, don't worry about it. Just come back and get me in about a month. Okay.
all right. Yeah, I'll meet you at Valentine's Day.
What are you getting me for Valentine's Day?
Chocolate, teddy bear, and flowers, of course.
Okay. All right. My favorite.
I figured. What we got going on here is we had a spare. We're gonna use the shaft out of this whole thing. Put the pulley off the one that's broke on here. Use that. That right?
You got it.
I got it. We got it.
We think we got it.
We think we got it. There's the last QuadTrac, and it does need washed. All together, that looks better. Now, this back to the bins, put it back together because we came to the shed for air and power tools. Well, we kind of failed for now, but we'll get it. Come back here to the home farm, get the two shafts to line up on the old one we were using, and then the old one that was on there. Square side and the round side wasn't right. Had to get some stuff apart. Can't get it apart. So we come back to the home farm to where we got more tools and a lot more stuff to get it done. But in the meantime, we're gonna, before doing that, gonna fill up the hopper for the guys hauling again. So it'll be full for them when we get here, when they get back here this evening. In the bin, just about it's about time to start sweeping it. As you can see, center hole's open. That's where it runs out of when it's all the way full. This one was dried into, maybe a little wet, so we're having little problems with this one stacking a little bit. See how that ain't falling? Before we start sweeping, it's gonna come in here, bust it up a little bit, so some more runs out of the center, unless they'll have to be augered around the edge. Come in here and lost the shovel. Knock her loose. Let gravity take care of the rest. As we get the majority of it out of the fall this there that we can, then open up the side holes, cover that suite the rest of the way, and start cleaning her out. Done sucking out of the center. Now we're getting her sides. Depending on how wide the bin is, how many side holes it has. This one has 1, 2, 3, and 4. Got my shovel, get to where there's no corn in front of it. Then we'll kick that sweep on, which will make the entire circle. And then that's how we'll get it all out of here. All right, sweep uncovered. Now time to kick it on.
Hey, would you give me a big pump before you go back down?
David's in the shop. He's working on getting that shaft out. I'm gonna be out in the bin, work on this sweep, clean this bin out, unless he needs me. That means the hopper's full. Done cleaning for today. Yeah, David got it fixed. The piece that connects this to that. Got the wrong one out of this. The one we need, he welded up and he grinded it down so it fits.
Just like new.
Good job.
Or almost new.
Yeah. Guaranteed to work for...
That'll surely just get that bin empty.
Yeah.
Surely get another 50,000 bushels through it, maybe.
That's a year guarantee then.
Never.
It's a year. Oh, yeah.
Never leave home without Never Cease.
I mean, seriously, if there was ever a guy that could be a spokesman for Never Cease, it'd be you.
Because that's going to help next time we take this apart.
Wait a minute.
What?
We're not going to have to take it apart again. This is it.
Are you sure?
No. Back together. All fixed. It's one minor detail to find out if it works. Gonna work?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Of course it works. Beautiful. Thursday. It's a beautiful 50-degree sunny day. Cleaned on the bin in a while. I went back to Robson, gonna push out some terraces. Friday, caught the bin up for the truck drivers again. Got done with that. David had to stay home with a sick kid today, his sick little girl. Took his place running the Traco. I figured while I was here, I'd show you guys something. Check out all these tile outlets we got here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's the sandy field with a lot of black sand in it. Look at all that water running. The thing about it is, there's one not running now. The rest of these, especially those 2 big ones, run about year-round, that black sand, even when it's dry. Thought those were kind of neat to look at, but I'm gonna be digging on this ditch, clean it out a little bit. Hope you enjoyed the episode. See you next week.